Guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a City, episode 148. I tell you, when episode 150 comes around and you guys see the overview version of this map, it's going to blow your mind. There's not much green space left. I'm actually finding it hard when I want to build something, finding a spot for it to go. What a fantastic view though, by the way. I love that. Anyway, today we're going to be building a cinema. It's been a long requested building in our city, and I've been waiting for the sort of right picture. I've had a lot of different ones, but I wanted something that would really stand out, and a guy called ATO on Twitter tweeted me one which was so close to what I wanted. So I done a sort of Google search of images like that, and I found one that was perfect. It was called the Marcus Cinema, but seeing as though Atom was the closest to what I wanted, I'm going to call it the Atom Cinema, and I think it's a really cool name. It's a sort of building that you'd find in a Fallout game, isn't it? The Atom Cinema, and it'd be a location that you could discover. So it's a very sort of old school, traditionally appearing cinema, you know, nothing like the new Odeons or the new View cinemas that we have here in the UK, and I'm sure you have something similar in the States. This is like your old style American in a way. I think it's a sort of an American design Marcus Cinema. Lots of colour, or bland coloured building, but then colours like on the front of it to try and make it stand out a little bit more. And I'm going to put it in this spot here, right near the beach. Makes a lot of sense. There's always a cinema right near the beachfront, and I'm hoping that I've got enough room here to do a really nice sized building, and I want 2 screens inside. The last cinema that I done back on the first series only had 1 screen in it, and I think it ended up being upstairs. It was like it was really sort of janky building because of the size, but I'm hoping that I can get in a small entrance foyer thing in here where you buy your ticket and you buy some sweets and stuff, and then 1 screen on this side with the screen at the end there, and 1 screen on this side at the end there. And I'd like to do an interior to this one as well. I'm also going to change the picture a little bit. I'm not going to have doors on the front. I want it to be an open front cinema. So let's get some blocks then. We're going to need some clay for the actual building itself. I'm going to go with white stained clay, potentially some grey stained clay. I might even either mix it in or do a darker strip at the bottom. I think the picture, I can't really see on my screen too well, but I think that in the picture it has a darker one at the bottom. We're going to need some red for the pillars. The image has green on it, but we might not use green. We might use blue. I'm thinking of this blue right here to contrast with the red. I also want a clay that we can put a backing as a backing onto it, and I think that should be pretty good for now. We'll get some grey for the bottoms of the red. That should be good for now. I also want to find out a rough middle point. It doesn't need to be totally exact, but if I just say here, does that look like roughly the middle? That looks pretty good to me. Right. We need it to be as close to the front of the path as possible, while also having these nice big pillars that I want in. This is like a big sort of focus point for me. I want to have like a 3x3 sort of circly square thing. 1 here, and then 1 on the other side of the door. The door would be something like that. That gives a nice amount of room. If anything, that might be a little bit too big, but that could work. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then have this one here. What do we think? Few blocks on that side, few blocks on that side. I think that could work. And then in the middle we have the cinema written across. I'm going to try and write cinema on there, but cinema is actually quite a long word to try and fit into Minecraft, so it's going to be tight, but we'll give it a go. This goes to... I could go all the way to the edge on this building. I don't mind touching that wall. That's not a bad thing to do. So that goes all the way down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. That's a nice number. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, 7's a great number too. or I could remove this wall entirely and have the cinema edge go out to here. That works out. If we went all the way out to here and I had the corner here instead, I could then... Oops, capital letters. I could then move all of this along by 1 Just do it like this. From there to there. And cut. Paste. Take that one away. And now I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I moved it the wrong way, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stupid. Where do I want to go? Cut. Paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got it now. I got it. So take this wall away. Wall doesn't really need to be there anyway. It was just there to divide up between the two plots. Alright, perfect. Now, coming down the sides are going to be pretty plain, pretty boring. So to try and combat that a little bit, I want to do a little bit of a funky shape, like a recess in it. So I think if we do 8 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... And then we just come in by like just 2 blocks. I don't want to take away too much space from the inside because they are going to be small cinema screens anyway because of all of this. And then I don't want to go right up to there. I want to have a little alleyway through here, even if it's just 2 blocks wide in most of the parts. So it goes back like this. I like having these little sort of run-throughs throughout the city. Just like these little shortcuts everywhere, yeah. And that'll get a little bit bigger in some spots as well. So now in this corner we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then that's the shape of the side. We'll also do that on the back as well. So the front's got like a real detailed section. And then the sides just recess in a little bit just to get rid of a flat wall. I can fill that up with stone. That'll look fine there at the back. The gap I will fill up with... the path, and the same on this side. So how high do we want this building to go? I don't need it to be that high, as long as it's high enough for a cinema side screen to go inside of it, then I'll be quite happy. So let's go from here to there. 159, replace air with 159, and do the same over here. I think I only want the block 1 block high instead of this 2 that I've got here. Was that the right height? That looks about right height. From there to there, that one to that one. You guys get the gist all the way around. These pillars in the middle here, I want to change that red up to clay at the bottom, to grey clay. And I want to do this definitely 2 blocks high. Or we could get this one just to sit on top of it. Like this, and then we go into the red. I think those 3 colours go really, really well together. And then we want this to go up to about either this height or the one above it before we then start the blue strip. It's green on the picture, but we're going to do it blue here. I think I would prefer it to be one higher. And then the blue... Go away. The blue then goes along here. Now, if I was on street level, would that look too high or would that look about right? Looks about right. Let me just try it 1 block down as well. Because I don't want it to look too high, but I don't want it to look too cramped either. So there's going to be that sort of balance point somewhere. I think that's a better height. We'll keep it that thick. 2 blocks thick is absolutely perfect. But I think that's what we want to do there. So we shall just change this up. And that one. We shall put the light grey in. And then we shall get the red in. Now the red continues on past the blue. And then goes into, as you can see on the picture, like... I think they're lights, but it's like a grey section above it we're going to do for the moment, and we'll sort of figure out how we want to do the lighting a little bit later. Let's fold these blue things around. It's not exactly how this blue's going to go, I don't think yet, but it's just an outline for us. How high do we want to go? probably to one more. No, probably two there. I'm gonna stick with there before the grey section then starts. We're making it a little bit taller than what it is on the picture, I think, but I'm happy with how this is gonna look. So that one and this one. This might be a two-parter building, so this episode and next episode. I would really like to get at least the exterior done by next episode, though, so when we do the world tour, it's all finished. It's going to be a little bit of a push, though. Alright, I like that. That's cool. On top of these pillars, I wanted to go into a grey section, but I want it to be a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do it around this side here. Oops. Like this. Just so it pokes out a little bit. I think they're like fluorescent lights on the real picture, so at night time they sort of glow. But I think for us here, what we're going to do is... Well, we suppose we could put like glowstone or beacons or something around it to go inside of it. 4 blocks high. And then this one. Or cap it at the top. That's too big. We'll do it like that. Yeah. Absolutely perfect. That one. That one here. That one. That one. That one. And there. Okay, on the inside, we could use beacons, but we do have glowstone. Although I still haven't changed the texture of glowstone to something decent. Because we're using Minecraft 1.7, I don't have sea lanterns in this. I have to use 1.7 for most of the mods that are involved with this. But what would, if we put just beacons in there, aesthetic beacon, that's what I want. No, I want a normal beacon. Let's go with, let's try the yellow. Let's try the yellow. I need to shift click onto all of these. I think I'm just going to do them where there's a opening. And then in all of the other spaces, because obviously you can see through most of the beacon because most of it's glass, we'll put a block behind it. Probably a dark block. So it makes these beacons really, really shine. That one. And here. Alright, take these bottom ones out. And then if we just use a really dark block, like this is absolutely fine. We're not going to really see too much of it. And I put them underneath them all. And I put them on top of them all. And then I just go in the in-between zones. So you can't see like through the sides of them. And then we go behind them. Like this. We should end up with a really cool effect. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the black works really well behind... Well, the black works really well behind it. Really makes it shine, stand out. We'll add some detail. We'll add some slabs, maybe some cobblestone walls onto them later on to embellish them a little bit. But for the moment, I'm actually pretty happy with that. Maybe changing these up to the darker ones. Oops, in the corner. So then I can run them over the top here. I think that could be cool. And back here. Like that. Ooh. For the top of it, I'll figure the top out later on. We'll probably just put slabs on top, because I don't want it to be too much taller than what it is. Okay, the important part. Can I copy and paste that? Nah, not... Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. One, just so I have like a full size of it. There. Pause. 2. And copy. 1,296 blocks. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Boom. And then a little bit of a fix because of all the copying that I got. That one. And have I done this in the right place? I think I have. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so in the middle here, we're going to be using this orange hardened clay now. And I want to have it in the middle. So we'll have this back here. I'm looking at that little red... See that little red line there just behind my cursor? You see that? It's a hitbox, I think, of something. I've hit that button again, haven't I? Whatever it is. People keep telling me that it's an F3 and something, but I haven't hit F3 today at all. I know that for certain, so I know that's not the case anymore. Debunked. Myth. False. What was it? On myth? Confirmed and plausible. Busted. That's it. Myth busted. I don't want it that high. 3 blocks high, I think I could write cinema in. I might have to do it in a real funky sort of text style. Well, it's red on the picture, but if I could do it with something... Red glass could be cool. Let me just use redstone blocks for the minute, just so I can, like, get it down. S-I-N. You know, sin could work. If I move it over by 1, and I actually done it in a block that looked decent, I wouldn't mind that. Sin would be fine across the middle, and then if I can get atom written down, that would be really cool. But what do we want to use for the lighting here? I could use red beacons. It looks a little bit weird at the moment, but maybe we can get it to work. I want a lot of this cinema front to light up. You need to really grab everybody's attention with it, so it should work pretty well. We don't have an exact middle point because it's 2 blocks wide, which shouldn't be a problem when we're doing text down anyway. That one. I think 4 blocks should be good. And we want this to go... This is going to go end up being the highest point. So if we work out how high we want to go, we know that everything else around this embellished area needs to be lower than it. You know, I reckon we can go a little bit higher than that. That one. Yeah. Yes. Alright. Then we have blue again. Now I'm trying to see how they do it on the picture, because it's the pattern that I want. This sort of wraparound style that we've got here. So then I think I'm going to have to go with 1 block going up to there. This one going up to the same. And then this one going up, not quite as high again. So it's like a pyramid sort of style. There. And there. If I could drop that blue back by 1, that would be sick. Or bring it forward by 1. I'll drop the blue back by 1. Let's drop the blue back by 1, and then we'll figure out how we're going to fill the space. If we drop it back by 1, it sort of goes to blue at the back. As you can see, blue, then the white, then the normal clay. I'm going to have to remove the front ones as well. Like that. They can go there. Oops. Okay, yeah. It doesn't have that wraparound effect that we wanted at the bottom here. Unless I remove those again and we try it. Let me just do that and back off. As long as we're straight on it, we can't see the light. Oh, yeah, no, I like that, actually. Yeah, okay, so to fill these gaps, we'll go on the back side here. And we'll just put those there and there. And then that works fine. That works good. I like that. Little red block on top of here. I'm going to do it like this, actually. Like that, just to get a little bit of red embellishment on the top there. We'll work out exactly how we want it to fall and drape down the back later on. And then, can I write atom? I can if I do it really, really big. If I do it, oops. A I'm going to have to do the T like that, which... Oh, it's actually a lot smaller than I thought. I could do ATO. We can do ATO. Let's work out an actual size. 4x4. 4x4 will be good. 4x4. Oh, I can't do 4x4 either. Unless I made this one block taller. Oh, it's really tough. We're working on such a tight area here. The ATO, you know, that the beacons are working really well. The more beacons that we're getting on here, the more I'm liking it. It's a shame that I don't have it as an odd number, because that would make the text so much easier. If I do that, I would have to make it 7 over there and 7 there. You know what, I'm going to do it. I'll be back. Okay, so I've done that. I've moved that side of the building sort of over by 1. So this corner is still on the edge of the path. Perfect. And I've pulled this side left 1. So to now sort of fix this part, what we'll do is we'll do like a little path section that goes down here. We'll do that all the way around. That'll be perfect. Absolutely bang on. That's left us now with 3 blocks in the middle here, which is a nice odd number for the middle. Whoops. So now we should be able to get everything nicely centered, and it will look a lot better. If I keep that 3 blocks wide. There you go. 3, 1, and 3. This can go up the middle. Whoops, keep clicking on beacons. This can go up the middle here. And now we can have an actual decently sized A and everything. It was a lot of work, but it should make a huge difference. We'll do 3x4s. A. T. And O. That's all I can get in. But the letters are so much easier to read. The ATO cinema. I like that. The AJ. Do something with that. The AJ total awesome. That's an A, but that'll do. I'm sure you guys can come up with a better one than that. Also, it would be cool now that I've got a middle point to run a lighter color up the middle here. That would be really cool. And if I do this from the back, it's a million times easier. Alright, so we're a long way off from a completed building, but this is the hardest part. Next episode, it wouldn't surprise me if we get really, really close to completing this. The exterior of it, at least. You know, I might take that away. I might not like that strip down the middle. It makes the text harder to read. But we'll do a lot of embellishing next episode. I really want to get the front looking absolutely cracking. But if you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!